Hello everyone, welcome to this video. So we have compiled a few points about the application process for the UVA Darden School of Business, the full-time MBA program. And we'll walk you through the essential components of the application process and share some insights and tips which will help you put forward a strong application. So let's begin with the class profile at the UVA Darden MBA program. The class size is 348 and the GMAT average score has been 720 recently. However, the range of GMAT scores has been between 680 to 760. This is the mid 80% range that was admitted to the school. Again, the GRE score is also accepted for the program and the GRE average was 319 or 320. The GPA average ranges between 3.51 to 3.55, and the average work experience in the class at the UVA Darden MBA program is around 5.8 years. So, if you feel that you fit this description or you are close to it, then this is a good school to target. So, coming to the application deadlines, there are 4 application deadlines. There is one very special round which is called the early action application deadline. So, we'll be talking about the early action application process shortly from now. For now, it is important for you to note that there are 4 deadlines that you have to look into. So, mark your calendars for 7th September, 4th October, 4th January, and 4th of April. So the UVA Darden MBA also offers a test waiver option. So you can opt for not submitting your GMAT or GRE scores. For that, you need to apply for through a special application form, and the test waiver deadlines are separate from the application deadlines. So make sure that whatever round that you are targeting to apply to, you should be applying for the test waiver with respect to that round itself. So the test waiver deadlines are different from the application deadlines. So make a note of these deadlines as well if you are planning to go in for a test waiver. What do you require to apply for a test waiver at the UVA Darden MBA program? You require a very strong undergraduate record, preferably a strong record in the analytical subjects. Again, a master's or an advanced degree in analytical subjects is also going to be a plus. Another criteria which is important is if you have 3 years of experience, which is more than 3 years of experience. You can choose 1 or 3 out of these criteria. In addition to these criteria, there are options to more options to select. That is, if you have professional certifications like the CPA or the CFA, once you go to the test waiver application form for the UVA Darden application, you will be able to find those options as well. So at the end of this application process, you also have to put in a 150 words essay to describe how you qualify for the test waiver. So, assuming that you are not applying through the test waiver, what are the application components which are required to apply to the UVA Darden MBA? You will, of course, need your unofficial transcripts. You will need your current resume. You will need your employment and academic history. The application process for the UVA Darden MBA requires only one recommendation letter. You have an option to submit another one, so you can submit to a maximum of up to 2 recommendation letters. There are 3 essays that you have to submit, and along with your test scores, which can be any out of these: the GMAT Focus Edition, the GRE, the Executive Assessment, the MCAT, and the LSAT. Any of these scores are equally valid for submitting your application for this MBA program. Another requirement, especially for the international students and the Indian students, would be the TOEFL or the IELTS. If your transcript from your bachelor's degree mentions that the medium of instruction of your course was English, then you do not need to submit a TOEFL or an IELTS. Otherwise, you would be required to submit one. The last section of the application form will require information like your activities, hobbies, and other personal questions about your interests in the program. So let us discuss about what is the early application deadline. Early application deadline will give you 2 options. One is a binding option and one is a non-binding option. So when it is a binding option, this means that this is the first school that you choose to apply to. And if you are given an option, given an admit at this point in time, you will withdraw the applications from other schools. Plus, you will also have to pay a non-refundable deposit. The other option is a non-binding option. In case of the non-binding option, it is unrestricted. So there is no such requirement of withdrawing applications, but you will have to remit an initial non-refundable deposit in the case of the non-binding option as well. The UVA Darden application requires a single letter of recommendation. In case you choose to, you can submit one more letter of recommendation. So, in all, maximum of two letters of recommendation, you should always choose recommenders who can speak about your academic and your professional capabilities. So, in terms of the essays, the UVA Darden MBA application will require three essays. One would be on the personal traits, that is around 100 words. The second essay is about inclusivity, and this is up to a maximum of 300 words. The third essay talks about your goals, where the word limit is around 200 words. The interview process at the UVA Darden MBA is very special. It is around 30 to 45 minutes of an interaction. The interview is anonymous. That means the interviewers will not have any of your application or your resume prior to interviewing you. The early action round gives you open interviews. That means all of the people who are applying to the early action round will be called for an interview. But the invitation only interviews are conducted in the round 1, 2, and 3 application cycles. So that's it about the application process for the UVA Darden MBA program. And feel free to get in touch with us for your application, your essays, or your interview preparation. All the best.